It is foolish to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result each time. The well-known quote of Einstein illustrates how often we drive ourselves into a corner. Observing the spiritual environment, people who intensely develop spiritually, I notice a pattern. Often these people complain of loneliness, of not being able to find the right person for a relationship. Sometimes they suffer from a lack of friends at all. More often than not, they do not shy away from people at all. They go on dates, social gatherings, but the longer they do it and the more they try, the more they are disappointed and bitter. Lo and behold, another relationship has fallen through, another friend has turned out to be two-faced, and a guy is not what he seemed, although it looked very promising. We ask ourselves, why can everyone find someone but me not? Why am I doomed to loneliness? Why, although I try so hard, nothing works out for me? Sometimes it's not just about relationships, acquaintances, but the life situation in general. It turns out that the job is not the one. Boredom and burnout appear. Sometimes, in spite of these feelings and obvious red flags that something needs to change, we continue to wander blindly, and it is in relationships, and it is another scheme. The key to getting out of this vicious circle is to understand that everything breaks down simply by the principles of the law of attraction. If you believe subconsciously you have something encoded very deeply, then until you locate and change that belief, you will not make room for a new one. By asking of why this is happening, why I am unhappy, we don't see the possibility of development. We want to keep operating according to our old ideals and beliefs. So, in fact, we haven't said goodbye to the past at all. We haven't closed it. We have only changed people who, according to the law of attraction, will be the same types as before, and sooner or later this will reveal itself. We think, now it will be new. Now I have finished this and that, and will find true love. Unfortunately, this is not possible without reading the old code and understanding it. If you keep trying to walk in the same tight shoes, don't expect to not get corns. The key is to realize that we operate all the time in a belief, a pattern, and we attract exactly the people, events that correspond to it. The most common beliefs are about lack of love, but there are actually millions of them. If we truly do the work, look inside ourselves and see the pattern, the belief that keeps us in this blind spot, we can gradually clean it up. This is the moment when we make room for something new. Otherwise, we will only repeat the same mistakes over and over again. When it comes to twin flames, we often just don't see the possibility of being with a twin. Deep beliefs within ourselves say, it's impossible, it can't be fulfilled, or there are feelings such as panic that he or she will leave. It seems to be too high a threshold. Faced with this, many locks themselves in a dead end. We try to fit into what we already know, and on that basis, find someone else. I bet this is impossible, because it is mostly clinging to the past, roles, patterns, beliefs. So there will be the same types of men and women, the same forms of codependency, and not true love. The key is to realize your position, to realize that we haven't let go of beliefs at all, that we are constantly trying to fit into old patterns. because there is no openness in us to the new. We do not understand the love of the twin. We feel unworthy. Only when we become aware of the pattern we are following, we will free ourselves from a particular belief. We will clean up the past. We will restart the law of attraction, but this time we will surely attract something already on a higher level, and it will be our twin. It is worth asking yourself questions. Where I have some beliefs about myself, other people, what I should end, what I should move away from. Why do I constantly try to fit into a certain pattern, choose, attract a certain type of people, events, instead of wallowing in this dimming your light, fitting in? It is worth just letting it go. Realize that we deserve better. Then we automatically open the door to new solutions, ways of development. It all comes by itself and without any effort. No need to fight for something that is already yours. Therefore, instead of looking back, regretting and mourning the past, maybe it's worth taking the blinders off our eyes and opening ourselves up to new ways of development. Believe that we are worth it, and yes, we deserve it, and yes, it comes to us, if we just make room for it. Stop stubbornly trying to do things the old way, and finally see an opportunity for ourselves.